Shannon, do you pick first? Do you get to pick the things you want to review?
I let you pick first, sir.
Smart woman. Well, this time you got something kind of interesting. It's a Windows 8 Ultrabook from HP.
It is. So this is called the HP Spectre XT Touchsmart.
Okay. Okay. It looks good from out here. I mean, I'm not next to it.
Yeah, it's very pretty. It kind of has a MacBook Pro type feel to it, especially on the keyboard down here. But altogether, the thing is, it's a little bit less. It's $12.99.
Well, compare it. This is a $12.99 MacBook Air.
So that's the MacBook Air.
So it's rough. It does look very similar, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it's got the black keyboard and everything, and it's the same chiclet style. But I liked some parts of it, and I didn't like other parts of it, unfortunately. So I'll go ahead and start with the design of the product. Okay. The bottom of it, you'll notice that there is no way to unscrew it. Yeah. They have all the regular screws that they would have on the bottom of it. But
no user serviceable parts.
No user serviceable parts, yeah. So when you buy this, you're stuck with what you bought. You can customize it when you purchase it. And you can get, an i7 processor, and you can upgrade the solid state drive. But it just comes with a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and it has a 32 meg SSD just for caching.
Interesting.
So it does not let you actually store, extra stuff on that SSD. It's just for caching.
It's transparent. The operating system does
exactly, which is unfortunate. Given the price of this, I would expect, a smaller hard drive with a larger SSD. But it does not have that in there. It also has 8 gigs of RAM, which is great, and it is a Windows 8 device, so you get a nice touchscreen interface. Now, I really like this touchscreen. I was very impressed with this. It's 15.6 inches, so it's really big, and it's 1920 by 1280.
I also can see it. I mean, I'm almost side on, and I can see it perfectly.
It's an IPS screen, and it gets really bright.
Angle. Now, that's bad if you don't want anybody to read over your shoulder, but it's good if you want to share a movie with the family.
Yeah, exactly. So I do have this up all the way on brightness. Of course, if you're on the camera, it doesn't look as bright, but it's a very, very bright screen, so you get lots of color saturation. The blacks are really, really hardcore black, and it's beautiful. I love the screen, and that's probably my favorite part of this product. The keyboard was nice. It felt very normal for me as far as a laptop goes. And the touchpad is kind of interesting. You'll notice on it, it has concave sides to it. So it's very easy to move your hands across it and to get to the charms bar.
It's like a little gutter around it.
Yeah, it's got a gutter. It's so strange, but I really liked it. It was very interesting for me to work with. It also includes Beats audio up here.
And the speakers look nice and big. There's that's the grill right there.
They're just slightly turned up towards you. So when you listen to things, it's nice and loud. So if I go up here and I actually prefer to use the desktop on here. So let me go back to my desktop. So I'll bring up twit.tv, and I'll give you a little bit of an example of how it sounds on here, because it is pretty good. It gets very loud. So I'll go over to...
I like the unibody design. I think there's some nice design touches, a shiny bezel.
Yes, it is. It's all full aluminum, which is very nice as well. And it does have a very thin bezel around the touchscreen too. So it's nice. Very easy to get around on it. Yeah. Very simple to use. And I'll go back here. Let's play a video real quick. We'll play the last episode of Before You Buy.
Make it loud. Loud as you can go.
Loud, 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 loud.
It's a little tinny.
It is tinny, but it does get very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's loud and tinny.
Yeah, loud and tinny, exactly. Yeah. So other than that, I'll go ahead and get into a little bit of the pros and cons. Also, it is 5 pounds.
5 pounds is heavy.
Just a little bit.
You're kidding.
Under 5 pounds.
You
want to feel
that's pretty hefty.
It's very heavy.
Yeah. For an Ultrabook, that's unusual. Usually around 3 pounds. That's interesting. Yeah.
So my pros on this: love the touchscreen. It's beautiful, beautiful IPS touchscreen, and an excellent design.
Is good looking.
The excellent is very pretty. I like the brushed aluminum. That's something that I've always really, really piqued my interest.
A lot of Ultrabooks are plastic, so it's nice that they use metal. Yeah.
But the cons on these are really serious cons. First of all, there's the battery life is horrible.
How long do you get?
3 hours. Yeah, that's so bad. I mean, they could have stuck something in here so much better. No consumer upgrades, which is a big bummer for me as well.
Not unusual in Ultrabooks, though.
I like to build things, and I like to be able to, stick new hardware inside of them. So that's another downer for me. It's not as serious for most people, though. And of course, the 32 gig solid state drive. I mean, at this price point, I was very surprised to see that. And it kind of stuns me, especially since the processing power on this, whenever you do a PC mark or something like that, it's really low.
Is that an i5 you've got?
It's an i7.
That's an i7?
Third generation.
It's still third, not fourth, not Haswell.
Exactly, yeah.
You might get better battery life if they do a Haswell version.
Yes. So I'm looking forward to
Better
the next
performance.
generations of this.
Yeah.
I hope that they do come out with a next generation because I would definitely like to give it a try.
One thing HP
I think
is
the performance would be better.
One thing HP is not known for is the cleanliness of its installs. They usually have a lot of extra stuff on
Yeah,
there.
there is a lot of bloatware on here.
A lot of
So there's
crapware,
not-
you might call it.
Yeah, there's not too much on here, like or
On the
right over
Metro
here,
screen,
but when you
yeah.
look at everything else, there's plenty.
A lot of trialware.
Yeah, there's like a DVD thing on here.
Yeah.
It does have a lot of nice ports. It's got USB 3.0. It also has
SD
on
card slot,
the
I
other
see.
side,
Yeah.
it has the Thunderbolt port, which is actually pretty nice.
Mini display port.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Is it Thunderbolt?
It is Thunderbolt. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
interesting.
Got the Intel, what's it called?
Interesting. You don't
Smart
see a lot of
technology.
Thunderbolt
Yeah.
ports on PCs.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
I was very surprised to see that. And then
Yeah.
it does have HDMI, full Ethernet, another USB 3.0.
Well, it's pretty capable. They're not
Yeah.
selling it as a low end. This is a
So it's very
kind of
capable.
power machine.
You know, myself, I would have to give it a don't buy.
Okay.
And that's just because, like, I would expect so much more for this price point. And I was a little disappointed to see this, like, with this really nice touchscreen, but it just didn't really hit it for me.
A do not buy for the HP Spectre XT Touchsmart.
Yep.
World's longest name.
Can I put the screen on another laptop?
It is
though?
a pretty, I'd
That'd
say
be
it's a
nice.
pretty screen. I'm disappointed in the weight, too. It is
Yeah.
a nice thin Ultrabook, but boy, 5 pounds is a lot.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It's a lot.
Used to be, oh, that's light, but we've kind of gotten used to lighter weight ones. Thank you. Shannon Morse.
Thank you.
Produces Before You Buy, also is the host of ThreatWire on TechFeed at youtube.com/TechFeed. And not to mention Hack 5. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.